How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here, bringing another episode in the Pokemon TCG series. So today we're going to be giving the Imperial Command deck another try. It's the most recent deck I've picked up, and I've actually had a lot of fun playing it recently. It's certainly something interesting, which I like from a theme deck. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. If you missed the first impression of the video, definitely check out my previous video, where I looked at all the different cards and gave my thoughts about them. We're actually jumping into the Imperial theme deck. So this will be a bit of an interesting showdown. I think this is the deck that runs the rather irritating Golduck, which is going to hit my bench. I still think this is better to go first. Actually, let me try going second with this deck. I usually go first with it, but let me try. Oh well, never mind. I'm going to be mulliganing. Yeah, I'm still very much on the fence as to whether it's better going first or second. A lot of the time with these older theme decks that run like 2 copies of Lily, I'm finding a lot of value in going second. Although with a draw like this, it's not fantastic. I'm going to see Splatter go for the first time, which is going to be quite interesting. Because it allows me to actually hit their bench, which... It's interesting because it allows you to ignore their active Pokemon. Although in this case, this is a serious problem because this Mantine is going to get charged up. Alright. I'm a bit surprised my opponent didn't charge up their Mantine, because Wave Splash will actually KO me. Let's get Manaphy in and let's get a Sandshrew in. I'm quite surprised that they went for that Krabby play. I'm really not sure why. They must have a Kingler in their hand that they want to swap out, so I may as well put damage there instead. Let's do Splatter, and let's put 20 damage there. Yeah, that's a bit surprising. I was really expecting them to go for Mantine's Wave Splash on their second turn, because it would have got a KO. But alright. So I was actually playing quite a bit of Laser Focus recently. I had, I think, 2 daily challenges that relied on Psychic, so I just decided to play Laser Focus for a change. And I actually forgot how much fun it is playing that old theme deck. Well, it's newer than this one. These draws. It was quite interesting, and I had a lot of fun playing it. I'm actually thinking I might retreat here. I'm gonna have to retreat here. So I'm retreating here to go into Manaphy, so I can get Water Pulse off. I don't even know if I want a Pokemon. I may as well. Pokemon Fan Club, I want to get another Manaphy out because I know I'm going to use it. And I could use another Snowball. I always want 2 Snovers with the chance of getting 2 Bomber Snows out. That Mana Ramp, well, Energy Ramp from a Bomber Snow is so useful. I basically hope for just Sleep Block right now. I'm in a bit of a bad position. I need to get some draw cards going. The whole reason of going second was to try and get some supporter cards going, and that didn't happen, which is very worrying. My opponent's definitely on the front foot here, which is not a good thing for me. I'm behind in energy because I retreated, and I'm definitely behind in strength. I'm not getting evolutions out, and now I desperately need to just Sleep Block them. That is not a good draw. Let's see. Let's get this energy down on this Manaphy because I'm going to need it next turn. Unfortunately, I need to try and slow this game down. And at the moment, the only way I can slow it down is Sleep Block, which I got lucky that turn and I actually got it off. So I know that this Manaphy is going to take like 6 turns to take down the Mantine. But unfortunately, at the moment, it's my best option. And continually drawing energies is not improving my life. Honestly, I'm tempted to just hoping I'm going to start putting energy on Snova. And hoping that down the line, I'll draw into a Bomber Snow. Let's see. Sleep Block again. Yes, okay. Again, like, drawing this out, it's problematic because my opponent's in such a good position compared to me. But I'm in such a bad position And these draws are not improving. I'm going to hold on to this energy just in case. I'd like to just keep one energy safe in my hand. I'm actually going to retreat this Manaphy into my second one. I know I'm spreading the damage quite a bit, but I want to try and prevent my opponent from getting a prize card as much as possible. There it paid off, because my opponent would have knocked out my other Manaphy. Alright, let's see. My opponent's getting really lucky with their draws, and I'm really not, which is rather frustrating. If I can get this Mantine to sleep on this next turn, I will actually be able to get a knockout. Okay, there's the float soul. That's huge. That's also one of the reasons why I kept this energy open. So I can actually now retreat this Manaphy into float soul and get an agility off, which is huge. So let's retreat there, go into float soul, and I'm actually going to get the first KO, which is massive. I mean, I'm really happy with how this worked out. So far, in terms of everything that could have happened, I would have liked to win that flip though, because unfortunately now it's going to go... Yeah, I'm going to be taking 90 damage. I'll still be alive, but just barely. So I was really hoping to win that agility flip there. Just trying to stall the game out even further. This Imperial Command deck can play quite slowly. And I'm trying to do that as much as possible, because my draws are not ideal. And they continue to be not ideal. I'm actually going to go for... I don't know if this is a good play or not. I'm going to read Deep Currents quickly. From discard pile back into my deck. That doesn't help me too much. I'm considering using Aqua Blast here. But the problem is if I do... I'm in serious trouble the next turn. Because I'm definitely going down. Although I've got a 50-50 chance of getting agility off. I'm going to go for that 50%. Let's see, did it pay off? Ah, man. I was really hoping that would pay off. Because my logic was I could agility this turn. And then do like an Aqua Blast or something on the next turn. And then actually get the KO. But unfortunately that didn't pay off. So, let's go into this Manaphy. Yeah, that's not a good position. Again, I'm just going to have to hope for Sleep Lock. Until these draws improve. May as well get another Basil down in case I draw to Float Soul. And let's just go for Water Pulse. I'm not actually going to attach that energy. Because I'm very low on energy right now. Ah, man. I'm very low on energy right now that I don't want to risk playing it. Because I kind of can't. I'm not getting my draw mechanics out, and that is seriously hurting me right now. Okay. Let's keep on fighting and see what we get. Please, I need a good draw. A Bomber Snow or something, and that is an energy. So I go charge up there again, hoping for that Bomber Snow draw. As right now, that's all I can really hope for. I'm gonna drop the second one. Just again, hoping for those Bomber Snow draws. And let's go for Water Pulse. I'm going to be going next turn into the Sandshrew. Okay, I'm getting one more turn at least. So we're going to go next turn into the Sandshrew. Well, next active Pokemon's most likely going to be Sandshrew. Because it's free. I don't require energies to get it off. That switch is unfortunate. That switch is really unfortunate. Because that's the last one, Sleep Lock on. So I can no longer slow the game down. And I am far behind, which is a serious problem. Okay, come on. Okay, we finally got a draw card on our, what, 6th turn? Again, we are still not in a great position. Let's go for Fury Swipes. Heads, tails, and heads. Oh, I got relatively lucky there. Alright. So Sandshrew is definitely going down this next turn. I might actually go into a Piplup, just because I would rather hold on to Snovis for the utility. With, well, the chances of evolving. That utility is just so great. The problem is my opponent's going to be down to 2 prize cards after this, and I think that's the game. Because even if I get in a Bomber Snow or even a Empoleon down, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, I really just got throttled by draws this game. That's really unfortunate. I just didn't get any draw mechanics out for those first, what, 5... Actually, for like first, what, 6 turns, basically. Probably more. I didn't actually count. I just didn't get those draws out. And... yeah, that just put me down. I got so far behind in card advantage. Let's just go for this Puffle up. Let's see, what do we get? Definitely going for Sophocles. Let's get rid of these 2 Pokemon. I don't need them. And... oh man, now I drew the Sand Slash. Yeah, this is 100% game. So I'm just going to be that guy who will push for 1 more prize card. But this is unfortunately going to be game. There's nothing I can do about this now. The draws this game just were not in my favor, which happens sometimes. It's the joys of playing a best of 1. So yeah, I'll definitely go into 2 more games with this deck and hopefully it gets better. I think, as I said in my previous video, I'm starting to feel the age of some of these decks. I'm starting to feel the power creep. And obviously I knew that was going to happen going into this challenge. And I still want to try and get as many wins as possible with these older decks. What is with these draws today? And so obviously I'm going to carry on pushing and try and get as far down as I can. Until it gets to the point where, like, after 5 games I don't have a single win. Then I think I might start considering playing other formats. But the power creep is definitely starting to be felt. Alright, so let's try for another game and see if we can get off a bit better. I feel like with better draws I could have stood a chance in that game. But unfortunately with the way it went, it just didn't happen. So let's try and get better luck for our second game. Okay, going up against Willow deck, I don't think that affects me. I think my Pokemon are all weak to lightning. Yeah, let's try going second again. I like giving merit to trying both sides of the argument. And again, really, really terrible hand. Luckily my opponent mulliganed as well. This is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. So, I can Ultra Ball for a Snova, and then like turn to a Bomber Snow, and then get going that way. Which is not bad. Manaphy, I'm loving Manaphy in this deck. Honestly, I think this might be just the MVP. It is so great early game. Like, I cannot argue against it. It is so good. And let's bring our Snova. I mean, this Manaphy is it's got great utility in Deep Currents. If you're running mid-game and you've got so many water energies in your discard pile, you can use Deep Currents just to fill your deck up again to hopefully get those draws. Oh man, I was really hoping I'd be asleep there. And then Water Pulse is such a fantastic move for slowing this game down, which I'm feeling like the Imperial Command deck actually wants. It wants a bit of a slower game because you want to fill out the benches. You want to get those Empoleons down. So you want to slow the game down as much as possible. And these Manaphys do such a great job at exactly that. It looks like my opponent's getting rather unlucky with their basic Pokemon. Although they've now got Core Family, so they're fine. But a bit of a slow start for my opponent there. Okay, let's see. It would have been great if I was able to get my opponent to fall asleep and stay asleep on this turn. Just to shut down their Core Family. I'm a bit concerned that they've got a Thwacky in their hands. Okay, I do have Water Energy there. I'm not making that mistake again. Let's evolve that Bomber Snow and then start charging him up. So it's still going to be 2 more turns until I can get it online. But let's keep pushing and see what we get. So, Water Pulse. Okay, I'm going to stay asleep this time. Oh, come on! That's 2 fails. That's 2 heads in a row. Again, I'm sitting at the point where I need draws. I desperately need draws. Oh wait, this Manaphy is actually weak to grass. Oh, that's frustrating. I didn't realize that. I thought it was weak to lightning. So I'm going to be taking 60 damage here. Oh, placing a fluff makes more sense. Oh, that's Snorlax coming in is going to be rather unfortunate. I think it hit KOs my Bomber Snow. 130 and 130, yeah, it hit KOs me. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, let's really hope for a energy or a Bomber Snow on this next draw. Otherwise I'm in trouble. Hey, they finally stayed asleep. Cool. That's something positive at least. So it's giving me at least one more turn. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm struggling with draws today. Wow, another potion goes out to keep this Eldegoss here. Okay. They really want to get as much value out of Blessing of Fluff as possible. There's Aqua Patch. So, I can bring in a Bomber Snow, right? But my issue is if I do that, this Snorlax will just knock me out. So I actually don't want to... I don't want to bring in a Bomber Snow first. I need to somehow knock out this Eldegoss with Manaphy. Which means I need to get super lucky with this Water Pulse. Got a bit of luck there again. The problem is that the Snorlax will already KO me. So I have to let my opponent bring in Snorlax first. I can't afford bringing in a Bomber Snow first. Come on, I need to get some draws going. What is happening today? Okay, let's see. That actually has some value in the sense that I can get a Bomber Snow back. But again, it's not great. I need to see some draws happening soon to get my card advantage back. Okay, this is where it starts getting problematic. Because my opponent can either now switch out, retreat out, which is not helpful. Yeah. Okay. On the positive side, that means that I'm going to get the first attack off with a Bomber Snow. So I've got a 50% chance of knocking out the Snorlax. Oh, I forgot it was bench Pokemon. Oh, man. You've got to be kidding. That's probably... This is game. Oh, I forgot Aqua Patch was only bench Pokemon. Oh, you've got to be joking. I can't... Oh, man, I don't know what to do now. That was a huge mistake. That's 100% that's game. Oh, you've got to be joking. I can't believe I just did that. I cannot believe I just did that. Oh, man. Ah, that's frustrating. That is so frustrating. Yeah, I don't see a way out of this now. That was my only way out. Yeah, that's game. I might actually concede this game depending on this next draw. Yeah. As much as I hate conceding, I'm going to be sitting here for the next like 4 turns just getting hit. I'm just going to concede there because there is no way of coming out of that. Because the problem is even if I get rid of that Snorlax, there's a Rillaboom coming in next turn. That mistake cost me. That was a huge, huge mistake. To be fair, like the Snorlax woke up from sleep either way. But still. Oh man, that was a mistake. Okay. I need to focus on this a bit more. Again, like, I want to keep going second with this deck because I want to get Manaphy out and I want to get sleep to slow this game down. I feel like this is a very, very slow deck. Now, I've got Floatzel, which makes me want to go Basil first. And I want to preserve Sandshrew anyway. So I'm not going to get an attack off on this first turn. But it means I'll be able to go and Floatzel. So this would have been a better hand if I was going first. Rather than second. But hey. I do have Pokemon Fan Club, which means I can bring out Piplup and I can bring out Snover, which would be quite good. Having the Abomasnow this early on is great, although I don't have any water energies in my discard pile just yet. Basil will eventually go down. Well, Floatzel will eventually go down. Yes, please, I would love to draw an extra card. Hey, another Floatzel. That's quite cool. Yeah, this is really unfortunate because I would have really liked to actually go first now with this. Pokemon Fan Club. Let's bring out Snover and let's bring out Piplup. And let's hope I get a Prinplup next turn. Cool. So let's get these two down. Let's get... I'm considering whether I actually want to drop this energy on something else. Because next turn I'm going to go for Agility rather than Aqua Blast. It's too early to go for an Aqua Blast. So just in case, I think I actually want to put this energy on... Actually, let me put on Basil for now. Let me see what my draw is and I can go from there. So it's a bit disappointing I'm not going to be able to get an attack off this turn. In hindsight, I think the better play would have actually been going for the Alolan Sandshrew to get the attacks off this turn and to not get hit for 30 damage. Retreat it out into the Basil because then I can use the Abomasnow to get the energy back either way. So I think looking back, that would have been a better play. Okay, let's get this evolution going. Let's 100% get Manaphy down. Because I think I can't actually evolve now. That would have been a better play. And I would have got some damage off, hopefully. As for this energy, I'm going to hold on to it because I might want to go for an Aqua Blast in a later turn. So, yeah, let's go for... The thing is, I can actually go for an Aqua Blast this turn and use a Abomasnow's ability to put it back. Yeah, I actually like that idea. Let's put that energy there and let's go for Aqua Blast. Cool. Let's put this pressure on my opponent. I could bring a Naganadel, I presume, and a Blitzel. Naganadel, yeah. Naganadel makes the most sense. It's such a cornerstone for that deck. And being able to charge up your discard pile is so powerful. So powerful. As long as they've got an energy in their hand. Oh man, that sucks. Now I wish I went for Agility. This is going to hit for 50. That's frustrating. It's alright, at least I'm getting a KO on this next turn, which is useful. I'm going to be going down probably on the next turn though. Pokemon Fan Club doesn't help me right now. I'll play it to get a draw out of the way. And I can at least bring in another Floatzel, which is quite cool. Another Blitzel this turn. Oh, Blitzel, sorry, Basil. And what else I want is in the Manaphy. I'm loving Manaphy. I've only got one Prinplup in my deck, which means the other one's a prize card. So this is going to be very slow going to get that. Let's get Basil down. And yeah, let's go for another Aqua Blast. Yeah, I need to get that KO. It's unfortunate because Naganadel is going to come in and cause problems for me. There's the Abomasnow, which now I really wish I got a Snover down instead. Huh. I presume my opponent must have an energy in their hand. Yeah. Okay. Now we're starting to run into some problems because I am significantly behind in energies. So I might need to just drop the Sandshrew. Just be able to get some damage off. At the same... Actually, I'm going to put a Abomasnow forward. I need to stall. Okay, the water energy came out. So I'm going to put that on the Floatzel for now. And yeah, let's just call it here. So I know I'm sacrificing this Abomasnow, but it's going to buy me 2 turns. And let's be serious, I don't have the energy at the moment to charge up this Abomasnow. We are running in the unfortunate stage now where my opponent has basically got everything they need to start sweeping. And I don't. Okay. Sand Slash, that is huge, so I can start getting some draws going. I'm drawing twice a turn, which is massive. Let's see, what do we get? An energy right now is actually not terrible. I think I want it on the Spotsal. I think I want it on the Spotsal as much as possible, just to get that damage off. The frustrating thing is, if my opponent's actually gotten really lucky with that trainer card. If my opponent has those energies in their hand, they're just going to paralyze lock me, and then I'm going to be sitting in a very unfortunate position. I basically need to make sure I don't get paralyzed this turn. But even if I do, my opponent's going to retreat out. Yeah, my opponent's going to retreat out regardless. Okay, let's see. That's a water energy. That's not bad. What do I draw, though? Pokemon Stretcher. All things considered, that's actually not terrible. Because I can rescue Stretcher, a Snover. I can maybe get the Snover online. And go into a Bomber Snow next turn, which would be quite useful. This turn definitely go for Aqua Blast, 100%. To get that damage off, and then go see what my opponent does from there. I'm fairly sure that they will swap out. Ah, man. That's unfortunate. That is super, super unfortunate. Bless me, sorry. Let's go for Manaphy. It's bad either way. Because the issue is now my opponent can deal 50 damage to my bench. Oh, I'm not getting wins this day. This is rather unfortunate. This Imperial Command deck doesn't seem to be playing as well as I would have hoped. Alright, this Manaphy is not doing anything this next turn. Which means they're probably going to hit my Snow and my Floatzel, which is highly frustrating. Because then, again, I'm going to get shut down. Maybe it is better to go first with this deck. Like, as much as this deck likes to play it slow, it does rely on evolutions quite a bit. Yeah, my opponent's online, and I'm just not online at all. I can't crack this deck. I just cannot get it working for me. I don't like that. That is not a good draw. Wow, that is not a good draw right now. Slush Rush. Hey, finally getting a draw card out. Again, super late. I don't even know what to do right now. Guess I can put that there. Well, that's all I can do. Like, I know I can evolve this, but there's no point. I'm not seeing a way out of this. The problem is I don't find much value in slow decks. And I'm finding it difficult to play Imperial Command fast. Like, you can definitely energy ramp with it and get like 3 energies down on a turn if you get lucky. So it's speedy in that sense, but the deck wants to play slow. And that's not something I appreciate. Least of all in the current meta where a lot of the decks are playing very, very fast. I'm finding this is just too slow. Way too slow. Let's get this going. Let's see, what do we get? Oh, I got a Primplup finally. I'm wishing I could put that energy there. Could mean next turn I can go in Empoleon. Which will at least deal some damage actually. I'm not gonna play it this turn. Oh, the problem is, there's no way I'm gonna be able to retreat. Ah, that's frustrating. There's no way I'm going to be able to retreat this Manaphy. I should put that energy on Print Club this turn. I should have done the draw from Sand Slash first. Ah, man, they'll still leave me. Okay. Obviously, he's gonna hit Primplop. It makes the most sense. Primplop and Snowball. The issue is there's no way for me to swap with this Manaphy. I need draw, switch, or like an escape rope or something to be able to switch it out. Or I need an Aqua Patch even would do it. I need to be able to put an energy down on Manaphy, and I need to be able to put an energy down onto something else. Yeah, this doesn't help me. Next turn. Ah, man, I wish I put that energy down on Manaphy instead. Yeah, that's game. Let's see, what do I get from Sand Slash? Yeah, that's game. Problem is, I can't... Because I can put this energy on Manaphy, which will let me get the retreat, right? But then, what do I retreat into? Because I need to knock out this Ampharos this turn. And if I retreat into Snova, I still can't get an attack off. Because I'm an energy short. And Napoleon is an energy short. Oh, man. I should have, instead of placing the energy there, I should have placed it on the Priplup. Let's see. Can I put my opponent to sleep? Oh man. Because like if I put my opponent to sleep, I could have maybe had a chance. So I could have brought in Napoleon. But yeah. What is happening? I cannot get this deck to work. Okay, let's try this again for the third time today. And maybe we can get a win. Like, I like the mechanic behind Imperial Command to, like, slow the game down and to put Pokemon down on the bench. There's a lot of sleep in this deck, which I do quite like. So it's interesting in that sense, but I'm struggling to get it to work. It's just too slow. Okay, let's try one more time with Imperial Command. Up against the Intellion deck, which as I've said in the past, I don't place too much value in it. I think they could have made it a lot more interesting. Okay. I failed twice going second. Let's try going first. And watch me draw Lily in this hand, now that I'm going first. Okay, I didn't. Thank you. Manaphy, I want you as my start. Apologies, sorry everyone. And let's go out into... Put Basil on my bench. I guess there was actually an argument for rather having Corsola. Actually, probably it would have been better to have Corsola as my first Pokemon. Because I could have called for family to my turn and then gone Surf on the third turn. Yeah, I think it actually would have been better having Corsola as my first active Pokemon. Interesting. Yeah, that would have been 100% better because then I could have gotten to Sandshrew. Yeah, I should have left Manaphy for later. Corsola actually a better start if you're going first. Okay. Let's see what draws do we get. There's a Floatzel, that's actually quite nice. I'm tempted to actually retreat into Floatzel. What draws do we get? Not bad. I'm actually going to retreat into Floatzel. I get more damage off. And I got the chance of not taking damage, which is always nice. Cool. It's still like 4 turns, unfortunately, until I can get a KO. Although, actually, that's rubbish. I can just go Aqua Blast next turn and get a KO. And start applying some pressure. Why do you put the energy there? You can't hit me. I feel like that might have been a mistake from my opponent. Mistakes happen, I understand that. But I feel like that might have been a mistake. You'll start charging up the Snova. Let's look at the evolution going. Oh, and you remember I need to put the energy there. before I make that mistake. And let's go for Aqua Blast. Okay. Decent start, a few odd plays on my side there. I do think the Corsola was probably a better start. But considering I drew into the Float Stall, I guess it's negligible. But overall, I do think Corsola is a better start if you're going first. Because then turn 3 you can start going into Surf if need be. Or just that one call for family and then getting out. Which is, again, it's fine. Oh, my opponent yielded. Okay, that was a bit early, but let's go into one more game then. Because I mean, that was just ridiculously short. Okay. I really haven't played much this season. Wow, I need to play some more. I mean, so I actually recently got Tabletop Simulator on Steam. So I've been playing a lot of board games and a lot of Warhammer. So I actually have been playing Pokemon recently this week. Which I guess is showing, because I'm a bit rusty today. Yeah. Wow, I really need to play more this season. Sure, let's play more this week. Okay, so let's see. Again, let's just go for heads and let's see if I can start. Okay. Let's see. I presume I'm going to be going second. I don't think my opponent will want to go first with the Rillaboom deck. I won't want to go second with the Rillaboom deck. Because you genuinely want to get Eldegoss out really, really quickly. Yeah, no surprise there. This is actually a pretty interesting start. Yeah, this is actually a bit of an interesting start because of Timer Ball. I guess Manaphy just makes the most sense to go first again. Just get the Water Pulse off. I can get a Sand Slash out, hopefully, super early. Yeah, that actually makes a huge difference. I'll be able to get 2 draws out really, really soon. Which is great. So from turn 2, I'm going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. Which is massive. That's really, really great. I'm 100% going to Sophocles for these 2 water energies. 100%. But depending if I draw trash, I actually don't know what I'll draw. Maybe like, I'd actually be happy even dropping... Actually, I don't know what I'd be happy dropping. But most likely with Sophocles, going to be dropping the 2 energies. Because I run a Abomasnows, it makes the most sense because I can get those energies back. But yeah, let's see what this draw is, and then from there I'll do Timer Ball. So the doing draw first is something you really must do. And I've made the mistake in the past. Always draw first because it's random, and then you can fetch what you want afterwards. I know that sounds silly, but like I've made that mistake before. So I'm actually going to get rid of Corsola. I don't see myself using it this game. That's actually really, really nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to Timer Ball. And let me see if I can get... Okay, I'm able to get a Sand Slash out. And I actually want to get myself another... Are there 2 Snovas here? I can Ultra Ball something else. So I'm going to get myself a Sand Slash, and let me get myself a Bomber Snow. I already got an Bomber Snow though. I'll take the Bomber Snow actually. And then let's put our energy there before I forget. Let's Ultra Ball these 2 energies away. And what I want to get is a Snova. And I'm doing this to try and ramp up my... I'm probably going to be ramping up into Sand Slash. Oh well, Sand Slash. And then getting an attack off and then retreating like into Manaphy or something. The thing is, like, I would like to go into a Abomasnow, but I'm worried Abomasnow is just going to be too slow. That 4 energy is just difficult to come by. I will play Sand Slash first, and then get a draw. If I can draw into another Snova on this next turn, I will start charging up the Abomasnow instead. Because then I'll be able to get into Abomasnow really, really quickly. And I think there's a lot of value in that. Because I'm just not going to get a 3rd energy onto Sand Slash. Thing is, if I can actually, if I can draw a patch, I'll be able to get a KO on this Gossifleur this turn, which will be really, really great. And then, oh, that's not actually really great. If I can draw a big, the Water Patch this turn, that'll be huge. Let's see. That's Piplup, that's less huge. So let's just do this first. Let's see what my draw is. Because if I'm able to get... Okay, that's a Water Energy, that's not bad. Now here comes the question. Do I want to charge up Sandslash or do I want to go into Bomber Snow? A Bomber Snow is going to take me one more turn to get into. But he hits harder. I think a Bomber Snow is the right play. The thing is, I also don't want to lose... Make sure I have Water Energy there. I also don't want to lose Sandslash so early on because I really, really need that draw as much as possible. And let's go for another Water Pulse. So I'm going to need to draw at least one more energy. Okay, I did get super, super lucky there. My opponent's gotten rather unlucky. I'm going to be able to get a KO on this Gossifleur, which helps me get going. The scary thing is if my opponent has 2 more energies and a Rillaboom in their hand, I'm going to be seeing a Rillaboom. And that is not something I want to... Yeah, there's Rillaboom. Ah, that's going to be frustrating to deal with. Now I'm happy I charge up the Bomber Snow, because it's still a 3-hit KO against Rillaboom, but at least I've got the chance of putting it to sleep, which will reduce the damage I'm going to be taking. The Bomber Snow isn't weak to it either, which means I'll be able to take at least 1 hit. Hopefully 1 hit. If it goes for the drum beating, it's going to be a KO. And then I'm in trouble. If this Bomber Snow goes down to Rillaboom, I'm in serious trouble. So I'm going to need to continue to get super, super lucky with sleep. Shame, that flip doesn't actually matter. Okay, there's the Water Energy. That's actually big. Let's see, what do we get? Rescue Stretcher, that's actually not bad. Because if this Bomber Snow goes down, I can actually bring back the Snova, which is such a sad Rescue Stretcher, but it's value. Okay, Water Pulse. Manaphy, again, Manaphy always gets great value for me. I really, really like this Manaphy in this deck. Oh, Prof, I am very happy seeing that. I am very happy seeing Professor. It's a draw mechanic and it's an additional 20 damage. So I am more than okay with that. Okay, so does my opponent have an energy in their hand? I'm fairly certain they have an energy in their hand, otherwise they wouldn't have gone into Rillaboom. Which means Manaphy's going to go down this turn. Next turn I can bring in a Bomber Snow, put the energy on a Bomber Snow, use Prof, and honestly, I need to basically draw into another Professor, and my opponent needs to stay asleep. Then I'm in a great position, because then I can KO Rillaboom on the next turn. If either of those two things don't happen, I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. So, let's see. I need to see a Professor on this draw, and I need this Rillaboom to stay asleep. Okay, that wasn't a Professor. Let's first do Sandslash. What do we get? Yeah, that's a draw 3. That's nice, but that's not a Professor. So let's Professor this turn. Do we get another Professor? We don't get another Professor. Okay, that's unfortunate. So let's go for Hypno Hammer. I've done everything else right, yeah. Hypno Hammer. And does my opponent stay asleep? Yes. Okay. Right now, I 100% need to draw another Professor. If I can get that right, I'll be able to actually knock out this Rillaboom, which will be massive. I'll be in such a great position if I can knock out this Rillaboom on this next turn. Oh, man. That was frustrating. Okay, that sucks. Right, so I don't need to worry about getting a Professor this turn. I do need to worry about getting an energy though. Okay. Actually, Pokemon Fan Club here makes the most sense, because I can go out into another Snova, and I can go out into another Sand Shrew. So I want to get another Sand Slash out, and I want to get another Bomber Snow online. Yeah, I think that makes most sense. So I know it makes... There's an argument for going for draw 3 first, because I might have drawn these 2 Pokemon. The problem is, I need them on this next turn. Like, 100% I need them on this next turn. So I can't afford to wait to get them. There's something I want to bring back there. And let's go with Hypno Hammer. Okay, I'm getting really lucky with my sleeps. So does my opponent commit another switch to prevent me from getting a prize card, or do they swap out? Let's see. They do wake up. Okay, that I don't need. Let's do Sand Slash's draw. What do we get? Water Energy. I'm okay with that. Let's do Sand Slash's draw. What do we get? Another Basil. Let's do a draw 3. What do we get? So I actually think it wouldn't have been a bad idea if I charged up the Sand Slash last turn. So I could have gone for a smash turn to knock this out and gone into like Piplup just to sacrifice. I might want to actually do that this turn, so that next turn I can bring in Sand Slash to get some damage off and retreat out. I think I'm actually going to do that. I should have done that last turn, I think. I'm putting too much value on this Bomber Snow, and it's just turning out to be an energy sink. Let's do that. Everything else is looking good. So let's go for Hypno Hammer. Yeah, I think it would have been actually a better play, because then I could have retreated this Bomber Snow. Anyway, let's go forward. Water Energy, not really what I want to see. Right now, I really want to see a Piplup. I presume my opponent has an energy in their hand. Let's see. If they don't, oh man, I was gonna say if they don't, I'm actually in a very nice position. But unfortunately, they do, which puts me in a very unfortunate position. So let's go into Sand Slash. Thing is, this is not going to be lethal for Rillaboom, but at least it's 50 damage. And I'm going to be able to go into Piplup, which will buy me some time. So, Sand Slash. Another Water Energy, which is not what I really want to see. What do I draw first? Let's see, what else do I draw? Wow, okay. Apparently Basil wants to come in this turn. Pokemon Fan Club. I'm actually going to play Pokemon Fan Club to get some cards out of my deck, which I don't want there. If there's 2 Piplups in my deck, I hope I draw into them. So, this Water Energy needs to go on the Sand Slash. I've got nothing else to do. I've got nothing to return here anyway. So let's go for Smash Turn. And let's go out into Piplup. Okay, my opponent stays in with Rillaboom, then it's going to go down. They'll get a prize card from it, but that means I'm going to be able to take down Rillaboom, which is huge. If they switch it, they'll be able to switch it into Snorlax, which won't do any damage. Which means I have to put the energy down onto Piplup to get the retreat. Which is unfortunate, but hey. Let's see, what does my opponent go for? They're going for another Rillaboom. My opponent desperately needs to get Eldegoss out for Blessing of Fluff. Okay, they're staying in. I'm honestly okay with that because I can now get a KO. Yes, draw 3. What do we get? There's a Prof, which is quite huge. I'm actually a little bit worried about my energy situation. So I don't actually want to draw these at the moment. Because I'm a little bit concerned I'm not going to actually be in the game long enough to use them. Maybe the other Piplup down. I might need to use Manaphy just to get cards back in my deck. Actually, I'm going to do that just to get Deep Currents off next turn. So I can do these draws. That's an interesting way to use deep currents, to just buy yourself more time. Alright, I want to put this energy... I'm still not drawing purple up, which is irritating. It'll be a 10 damage one, but that's not the end of the world. Let's put this energy there, just in case. Let's get this evolution going. The skateboard there. I'll hold on to a skateboard until I need it. I'm probably going to put on Manaphy. Actually, Manaphy's a much better placement for that. Let's put that there. Aqua Patch. I can use Aqua Patch this turn before I forget to charge up the Manaphy. So Manaphy's online for next turn. There's nothing else I want to bring back from here. There is an argument for Rescue Stretcher as well, just to put things back into my deck, so I don't draw myself out. And let's go into Manaphy. Alright. This is going to be a bit of a slower turn on this next one, but that's alright. I need that Purple soon, because I want to go into Empoleon. Also want to showcase Empoleon. I haven't really actually used Empoleon today, which is really frustrating. It's like the cornerstone of this deck, and I haven't managed to get it out, which is really, really frustrating. I 100% know there's no way I'm knocking out the Snorlax this turn, which it's alright. Okay, I can come to terms with that. Floatzel is a 2-turn KO on the Snorlax, which is something at least. I'm seeing an Eldegoss in the back lines there, which is going to come up next turn most likely. Yeah, my opponent needs that energy. One thing Imperial Command does is it certainly draws you out. I'm down to 10 cards in my deck, so the deck does draw very, very well, especially if you get 2 Sand Slashes out. And it does very well. If that Rillaboom comes online, I'm going to be in trouble. There's no two ways about that. Okay, that's great. There's Purple, which means I can get Empoleon next turn. So let me Slush Rush. Let's Slush Rush. I can Sophocles this turn. So I don't think I'm going to get another one. Let me drop an energy actually. I can drop an energy and I can drop Basil. I'm definitely not going to go into another Floatzel. Let's get some draws. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got an Escape Rope. That's actually going to be super, super handy. Lily's going to do nothing for the moment. So this is looking pretty good. I do want to Rescue Stretcher, just to make sure I do have draws in the future. So I want a Rescue Stretcher, I want a Bomber Snow back, I want a Snova back, and I want a Manaphy back. Let's put those back into my deck. This energy must go down onto Purple. And then I've got nothing else to do. So let's Deep Currents. And let's put these energies back into my deck, so I have some time to draw. I'm now very, very happy with the position I'm in. Next turn I can go into a Professor to actually probably knock out the Snorlax. I'm going to be dealing... It's 20 damage per one, right? Yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. It will get a KO. It will actually get a KO on the Rillaboom as well, which would be great. I can see my opponent probably going for a Cotton Ride, which would be frustrating, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. I actually drew another Purple, which means that if one of my Pokemon goes down, I can actually get a second Empoleon going, which is awesome. I'm certainly going to get rid of this Manaphy. Manaphy is going to retreat out now this turn. I don't want to go for any extra draws just as of yet, because there's nothing I need. Prof I don't need to do because I'm dealing a lot of damage regardless. Yeah, let's go for it. Call a command. I presume my opponent's going to go for a Cotton Ride next turn. The thing is, it's either going Cotton Ride to try and buy yourself some time, or it's going for Blessing of Fluff to bring the Rillaboom online for a possible KO on the next turn. And that's going to suck, I won't lie. Okay, they're going for the Blessing of Fluff. Let's see. I'm going to escape rope. Before I do anything else, I'm going to escape rope. What does my opponent go into? I'm hoping they go into Whimsicott. If they go into Whimsicott, I can bring out Floatsaw and get a KO. If they go into Rillaboom, I can bring out a Manaphy and switch back into Empoleon. And then that's basically game, set, match. Okay. So that means I can go into Floatsaw. I need to put the energy on Floatsaw. And I need to go for a Prof. I was making sure I don't draw myself out there. And then I can go for an Aqua Blast. And that should be game. Because now, even if Rillaboom comes out, it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 100, 120, 140. Oh, I won't actually get the knockout on Rillaboom. But I could use Whirlpool to slow it down constantly. Actually, no, the damage makes the most sense. Right now, I need my opponent to play Pokemon. Ironically. That's unfortunate. Okay. If my opponent uses Total Command, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 120 damage, so it's not going to be a KO. The thing is, like, if my opponent doesn't have an energy, Whirlpool is the right play. If my opponent has an energy in their hand, Total Command is the right play. Because 90 HP drops to 100. And I'm not going to get... The thing is, next turn regardless, I can get a KO with Purplup. With that Purplup. I don't think... Oh wait, I can't, because I need to get Empoleon down first. That's going to take a while. If I do Total Command, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, 120, 140. Plus 50 from that, that'll be a KO. Okay, so what makes most sense is Total Command. Cool, let's go for it. Total Command. 140 damage. Ooh, does my opponent have healing? Because I know this deck does run quite a bit of healing. They do. Oh. Well played. Okay, I'm not going to get KO this turn. My opponent has just won from all that healing. Oh man. Should have gone for Whirlpool. Should have gone for Whirlpool. Oh well. That's frustrating. So the thing is, like, my opponent's going to be dealing 90 damage this turn. Which is very frustrating because I'm actually losing because of Smash turn. Because I need to go out into one of these two Pokemon. But both of those Pokemon can't retreat next turn. Unless I put an energy there. But if I put an energy there, I have to put the other energy there on the next turn. Which means I can't use Purplup. Let me just draw and see what I can get. Maybe I can find something. I don't even know what's in my deck that'll help right now. As I said, that Abomasnow might just do it. So, if I take 90... Oh, if I take 90 on there, I'm still down. But if I put that energy there this turn, next turn I can play the energy there. I can use Abomasnow Evolution there to put the energy there. I can retreat Abomasnow into that. And I should survive. Did my opponent use Drum Beating last turn? Pretty sure he used Drum Beating last turn. I think that's the way? Let's see. And let's swap out into Abomasnow. Oh man. Can my opponent boost this damage? I'm right? So I can put energy on a Bomber Snow this turn. I can use a Bomber Snow over here to put the energy there. I think I've got this. Put the energy there. Put that onto Empoleon. Put that onto a Bomber Snow. Retreat a Bomber Snow into Empoleon. And Total Command. Yeah! Hey, we're gonna win! super close game, but we're gonna win! I was able to actually showcase Empoleon. Wow, that was a tough game. That was down to the wire. I actually thought I lost that then. That rescue stretcher into Snova and Bomber Snow actually got me the game. Whew, that was a tough game. Alright, so 1 win for 2 losses, not great. Like I said, I'm starting to feel the age of these decks. But wow, that was a super long game, I'm sorry. This video ended up being like more than an hour long. Yeah, wow, okay. So, anyway, that is going to be it for Imperial Command, I think. Interesting mechanic, but I think it's a bit slow for the current meta. So, next up, we're going to be taking a look at the... Oh, hey, the Destruction Fang deck. Take a look at that, and then from there we can go into the Clanging Thunder Komodo deck. Yeah, got a long way to go still. I'm definitely starting to feel the age. This is getting really challenging now, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to be difficult, and I'm definitely starting to feel it. So, as always, thank you so much everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do consider the like and subscribe. It does help me out a lot. Helps the channel grow. I'm still blown away by how much it's grown. Honestly, the channel's doubled in subscribers in the last month, which I cannot believe. So I'm glad everyone's still enjoying the content. I hope to continue to bring more content like this. And yeah, I've got some things planned for the future. Hopefully I'm going to have a little bit more time in these next 2 weeks to be able to actually get the content out. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.